Today we're going to talk about alcohol, the magical juice. It's not real. That's not a thing. Anyway, so we're talking about alcohol. Last weekend, I went to a comedy improv reunion show at my high school because I did that shit for 4 years and it was my jam. It's my jam. It was my jam. Do you get it? It was my jam. Okay, there's like, whatever. Improv people will get that. It's a joke. It's funny. Okay, so we had an improv reunion show and I was in it. And it was really friggin' fun. And I stayed with my best friend in the entire world and we hung out and we like did some cool stuff. What did we do? Oh, I helped him apply to graduate school. It was actually really fun though. It was cool. Anyway, so yeah, we did the show and it was so unbelievably fun. It was so good. And I got to let out all my weird. I know that like people that know me now are like, oh no, Kelly, like we know you're weird. There's like a different level of weirdness that I reach when I'm with my fellow theater kin. And it is weirder than weird. I know that seems unbelievable, but it's true. So after the show, we usually go out to like IHOP or Steak and Shake because their kitchens are open late and the shows are out at like 10. So yeah, we went to IHOP, and then after IHOP was done, we were like, hey, so like most of us are over 21, like let's go to a bar and like get some drinks and hang out. So we went to a place called Wild Wings Cafe. I don't know if that exists anywhere else. I've never seen it, but it's a place in Knoxville, Tennessee, and it's great. It's a cool little place. So we went there and we just were hanging out and we danced to Miss Elliott and Truffle butter, my jam, and I got a beer, and I got another beer, and then I got a shot, and then I got like 4 more shots, and it's fine, you know. I was with people that I hadn't seen in like 5 years, so we were like, yeah, you know, go big or go home, like let's do it. And so we did it, and I would say that we got back to my best friend's house at like 3-ish, at which point I was hungry and I was like, I'm gonna eat a Rice Krispies snack and some Cheez-Its. And so I did that and I went to bed. And best friend and his family had to get up at 7 to go to a wedding. So I also got up at 7 and, you know, I obviously couldn't stay in their house when they weren't there. That would be weird. So I took some Excedrin and I ate a banana and I got in my car and I said, all right, Kelly, it is an 8-hour drive back to St. Louis. Like, let's just get it over with. And about 30 minutes into that drive, I started to realize that I was not okay. I was not doing well. And so I stopped like every like 20 minutes or so until I got to a Shell station outside of Nashville where I spent, I don't know, like 30-40 minutes at that Shell station, and I would just sort of like go inside and go to the bathroom and like come back out and sit in my car and then go back inside and go to the bathroom. And I bought like some Rolaids and a Gatorade, and I'm sure that the cashier was like, what's going on with this chick? He probably knew. He knew. And I called my brother from the parking lot. He lives in Murfreesboro, so I just sort of assume that people know where that is, but probably not. So there's 2 interstates in Tennessee. There's 40 and there's 24, and 40's north and 24's south. Murfreesboro is off of 24. I was on 40 because I was coming from Knoxville. And so I had to so I called him and I was like, I need to come to your apartment. I'm not okay. Like, I just need to sleep this off and like just chill for a while. And he was like, well, I'm not there yet, because he had come to see the show as well. And he was like, we're leaving now. Like, I'll be there in like 2 hours. And I was like, great, that's fine. And so anyway, to get there, I had to take all these little fucking back roads to get from 40 to 24, and I'm like driving on these country roads in my car with my Gatorade, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's no gas stations, there's nothing. And I was like, I'm literally going to have to like pull over and like puke over the railing into this cow field over here. I didn't. Somehow I made it to Murfreesboro in one piece, but my god, And once I got there, his roommate was like in the shower or sleeping or something and didn't hear his phone. And so I went to the little like clubhouse. It's an apartment complex. So they have like a front, like, I don't know, a clubhouse thing where you go pay your rent and your packages come there and whatever. And I went there and I'm like sitting on their couch in like a little ball and I have my Gatorade and a bag of pretzels and I'm just like, it was so pathetic. And finally his roommate called me back and was like, yeah, I'm here, I'll let you in. And I was like, God, thank you. And I went over to his apartment and I laid on their futon like a sad sack of shit. And I drank my Gatorade and I napped for 2 hours and I woke up feeling like some semblance of myself. And my little brother made me a grilled cheese, bless his heart. He's just the best. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be on my way. Only 6 hours left to go. And so I drove, then I left at 4 p.m. and I drove back to St. Louis and I got here at about 9. And it took me 14 hours to drive what should have taken me 8 hours because of Buttery Nipples.